good everybody, man, on this beautiful Fridays. If you guys just tuning in, this is part 2 of episode number 44 of Don't Just Get Up, Wake Up with your boy, ToDAZE. We're going to be watching a little bit of this video right here, BuzzFeed, Unsolved Supernatural, Roswell's bizarre UFO crash, okay? We're going to watch a little bit of this 28-minute video in 50 seconds. This is too long to put on IG or Facebook or YouTube. Or YouTube's plenty of time. But I just want to get a little insight of here. I want you guys to get intrigued on it, and then on your own time, do your own research. And if you want to follow this gentleman, just go to BuzzFeed Multiplayer. Subscribe to him. He has 6.2 million views, okay? We are once again watching the Roswell's bizarre UFO crash, okay? By BuzzFeed, Unsolved Supernatural. Let's get it crack-a-lacking, okay? Bimmies.
A mirror reflects.
Hello, and we're gonna watch together. So what? And you?
Basil decides to take some of the debris to local sheriff George Wilcox.
Forgive me on that. I had to rewind it a little bit. There we go, from the beginning.
Investigate the Roswell incident, either the biggest UFO cover-up of all time, or just the biggest misunderstanding of all time. Either way, 70 years later, we're still debating about it. This is the holy grail of alien stories, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a buzzword. You hear it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know all the gritty details. Desert, government, aliens, etc.
All right, let's get into it.
Spin a yarn, Tommy Bahama.
The year is 1947, a year that saw an unusually large wave of reported UFO sightings. In the last 6 months of 1947 alone, there were over 300 claims of UFO sightings. Among these is the infamous Roswell incident. Skeptics and believers alike can agree on one thing. Something crashed in the fields of Foster Ranch, located just northwest of Roswell, New Mexico. Whether that something is something extraordinary or mundane remains highly debated. You're clearly on the skeptic side. You're already going in, right? That's a dumbass question. Of course you are. You're fucking shitty. All right.
Don't try to paint me as a...
I'll paint you however I want.
Don't... What?
I'll paint the hell out of you however I want.
You paint me in your free time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, Jesus.
Want to see them?
Never.
Let's go through the official timeline, as played out in the media and through official reports from the U.S. Air Force. Sometime before June 14th, a crash occurred on Foster Ranch. On July 4th, a local rancher named Mac Brazel visits the crash site to pick up some of the debris. On July 7th, Mac Brazel decides to take some of the debris to local sheriff George Wilcox. Wilcox then contacts Colonel Butch Blanchard at the nearby military base, the Roswell Army Airfield. This Roswell base was home to the elite 509th Bombardment Group, which deployed atomic bombs at the end of World War II. Colonel Blanchard alerts his superior, General Roger W. Ramey, and orders Major Jesse Marcel, the 509th Intelligence Officer, to assess the crash site and recover the materials.
So much bureaucracy here.
I mean, it's the
You
military.
gotta call one guy, he calls a different guy, who calls this guy, orders this guy to call that guy, and then that guy's... This is why information gets muddled in cases like these, because you got this big shitty chain of command.
It's like a game of telephone, essentially.
Yeah.
But it's the military. It's a ladder structure. Of course it's going to be that way.
Game of Thrones. Good, huh?
No, that's terrible.
That's good.
I'm actually upset.
Good.
Colonel Blanchard is briefed by Intelligence Officer Marcel on his crash site visit, and on the morning of July 8th, consequently orders Public Information Officer Lieutenant Walter Hott to issue a press release stating that they believe they have a, quote, flying saucer, end quote, in their possession. Soon after, the Roswell Daily Record's front page ran the headline, quote, Roswell Army Airfield captures flying saucer on ranch in Roswell region, end quote, where they reveal no details of, quote, the flying disc.
We're probably going to do another part
That
on this.
same day, the Air Force
Cut it off in 5
strangely
minutes and
changes
we'll
their story.
pick up.
General Ramey orders the crash remains to be taken to him in Fort Worth, Texas, for his own personal inspection. He and his staff, including a base weather officer, identify them as pieces of a weather balloon and issue a subsequent press release with the correction. A photo is taken in Ramey's office of Intelligence Officer Marcel with the crash materials he
That
misidentified.
famous ass
If you're
picture in the
higher
newspaper.
up and you see this press release, and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on? I gotta go clean this up now? Yeah. And I knew that we were...
We're going to end this right here. For part 2, we'll join back in part 3, okay? Love you guys. Peace. Episode number 44 of Don't Just Get Up, Wake Up. With your boy, Zodid. Stay tuned for part 3. All right.